Alright guys, it's Nathan. I am back with another video. I hope you've all been keeping well and safe during these crazy times. So due to the positive feedback that I got on the last video, I thought I'd continue with the theme of what you can do at home if you sustain an injury. So in today's video we're going to be talking all about strains. So we're going to be talking all about strains and how you can assess the severity of your strain if you get injured at home. Before I start this video guys, remember this is just a guide to help you assess your injuries at home. It is not an absolute rule of thumb, so make sure if you're unsure you go and seek medical help. Also guys, it's very important that you don't use this guide to assess anybody else's injuries if you are not qualified to do so. It is very important that we don't get our diagnosis wrong, so always seek medical advice. So in order to understand what a strain is, we first need to understand what in our body can get strained. So, two things in our body can get strained, which is a muscle or a muscle tendon. So, a muscle is used in the body in order to generate force to complete a certain movement or action. A muscle tendon is what attaches a muscle to a bone. So whenever excessive force is applied into a muscle or a muscle tendon, or when a muscle or muscle tendon is overstretched, that is likely to lead to a strain. Now strains get confused with sprains a lot of the time, so the way to tell the difference is that muscles and muscle tendons strain and ligaments sprain. So if you sustain a strain, don't panic, as a muscle and a tendon have their own blood supply, unlike ligaments. So the advantage of this is that in the healing process, a muscle and a tendon gets all the required healing nutrients and proteins that it needs to recover. Therefore, these type of injuries heal a lot faster than ligaments and tend to heal on their own. So similar to a ligament sprain, a muscle tendon strain is graded on a scale of 1 to 3. So 1 being the least severe, whereas 3 being the most severe. So if you sustain a grade 1 strain, you will have a mild strain and less than 5% of the fibers in the muscle will be damaged. So a way to assess whether you have a grade 1 strain is that there will be minimal pain on palpation, passive stretching and active contractions and resisted movement. Okay, another way of working out whether you have a grade 1 strain is that you'll have minimal loss of function. However, there are some cases where you will actually be able to continue the activity that you're doing. There'll be minimal inflammation and local stiffness or tenderness in the area which you have strained. So with a grade 1 strain, you're looking about 2 to 4 weeks for healing time. In some cases as well, it may take longer than 4 weeks to heal. So always give yourself the sufficient amount of time for your injury to recover. So with grade 2 strain, between 5% and 95% of muscle fibers have been damaged or torn. A grade 2 strain is obviously a lot more severe than a grade 1. So you'll get severe pain when completing a muscle contraction, stretching, resisted and active movement. There's a chance that there will be a small bunching of the muscle fibers, so you'll be able to feel a lump within the muscle to identify whether you have a grade 2 strain. There'll be a moderate to significant loss of function within the muscle, and it is highly unlikely that you'll be able to continue activity. Also, there'll be a greater deal of inflammation within the muscle than what was at grade 1. So the healing time that you'd need for a grade 2 strain to heal would be around 6 to 8 weeks. As I said previously, it may take a little longer than this, so make sure you give your injury sufficient time to heal. So the last and the most severe of strains is a grade 3. So with a grade 3, it is likely that the muscle has completely torn, and you'll be able to identify this as there will be a hollow gap within the muscle. Okay, so on a grade 3 strain, you're looking at more than 95% of the fibers within the muscle have torn or been damaged. Due to this, there will be extensive swelling, extensive bruising, complete loss of function, and a severe amount of pain. So with a grade 2 and grade 3 strain, it is highly likely that you will need to seek medical attention, as surgery may be needed to repair these damaged tissues. Remember, if you're ever unsure of how severe your strain is, always seek medical attention. There's a lot of things that the eyes can't see and can't tell, guys, so it's very important that you make sure you have a correct diagnosis, therefore you can get the correct treatment to help rehab and recover your injury. So guys, with any injury, it's always important that you start rehab as early as possible. Try to refrain from stretching immediately, because this can actually cause more damage to the tendon. As I said previously, because of its good blood supply, it can heal very well on its own, but you still want to get all the help and all the added in extras to make sure it heals effectively. So as soon as you can, as soon as it's ready to, guys, you want to get in and quickly build up the strength back into your muscle, tendon or muscle. That way the strength will come back quicker and it will reduce the chances of you re-injuring yourself again. So that concludes today's video, guys. Hope you find it useful. If you did, give us a like, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms and subscribe to our channel. Massive thank you for your continued support. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and we will see you in the next one.